In this video, you're going to learn how to use the COUNTBLANK function in Excel to count the number of cells in a range that do not contain anything at all. And if you'd like to grab a copy of the template that I use in this video, just click on the link in the description below. Okay, over here in Excel, I've just set up a little exercise where we've got some data in this range that goes from D3 down through to F13, and we're just going to count how many blank cells there are by column and then by row. And I've highlighted a few cells there on row 5 because we're going to look at those in particular. Okay, so let's start by counting how many blank cells there are in the data in column D. And to do that, we'll just go here and we'll just start off the COUNTBLANK function. And to do that, all I need to do is type in equals and then COUNTBLANK and open the brackets. Okay, so this is a pretty easy function. All you need to do is actually just choose the range that you want to evaluate. So that's going to be this range here. So I'll just drag the mouse over there and then I will close the brackets and press enter. Okay, and our result is 4. So this is saying that there's 4 blank cells in this range. And those blank cells are actually at D5, D8, D10, and D12. So every single one of these cells, if I click into the formula bar up here, has got nothing in it. I'll do that again for this one. And the other two are just the same. All right, so let's drag this across now. And what we've got now is a COUNTBLANK function that's looking up the data there in column E. And this time, we're getting a result of 3 instead of 4. And the reason is because I've got a 0 in here. So I'm doing this just to show you that over here, this cell is counted as a blank, and here it's not counted as a blank. So a 0 is not counted as a blank. So that's the only difference between columns D and columns E, and that's why we're getting a different result because of that 0. Okay, and then finally, I'll just copy the function across again. So you can see that we're evaluating the cells in column F. And once again, we're getting a result of 3 instead of 4. Now it might look like cell F5 is blank, but it actually has a space in it. I've pressed the space bar in there, and if I come up to the formula bar and I just highlight the data in there, that little gray bit that you can see there, that's actually a space. So if I press the space bar a few more times, I'll just make that a bit bigger and then I'll highlight it again. Okay, so there's actually a couple of spaces in there now just to make it a little more obvious. So what this means is that it's counting the spaces as data. It's not counting cell F5 as being blank because it actually has spaces in there. So really the difference between these 3 columns, everything else is exactly the same except what I've got here in row 5. So that's blank, there's nothing in there. That's a 0 and that's got spaces in it. And that's why we get the different result down here. And you can also see that it's counting things like symbols, like dollar signs. It's counting numbers that are in quotes, and it's counting text as data. Okay, so I'm just going to show you that it doesn't just work for columns, you can also do it by row. Okay, so I've just started off another COUNTBLANK function, and I'll just grab our range there, close the brackets and press enter. So that's saying that there's no blank cells in that range. And if I copy this all the way down, you can see that most of the results are 0 because there's no data in those cells for those rows. This one here, remember we've got nothing in this cell, we've got a 0 in this cell, and we've got spaces in this cell. So there really is only one blank cell here. So that's why we get 1 over here for this range. And then down here, we actually have 3 blank cells. So that's why we're getting 3, and it's the same with that row and that row there. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is just show you that you can use COUNTBLANK for something other than just one row or one column. So I'll just type it in here. Okay, so this time we're going to choose the entire range through there. close the brackets and press enter. And now we're evaluating how many blank cells there are in that entire range of rows and columns. Okay, so it's not just something that you can use for one row or one column. And as you can see, it's telling us that we've got 10 blank cells, and that actually corresponds to the results here. So 4 plus 3 plus 3 is 10. And the results down here where we've got 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1, that's also 10. So we've confirmed that 10 is the right answer. Okay, so that's how you can use COUNTBLANK in Excel to count the number of cells that do not contain any data.